makes your garden grow, water and sunshine? What makes your spirit grow, knowing that she'll be mine?
Hey guys, welcome back to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangi, and today we are in the kitchen canning up keto chili, and this is all part of Jarred Up January 2020, and sadly this is my last contribution to this year's collab, but boy has it been fun, and I have really enjoyed all of the recipes that have been shared through this month during the collaboration. And for your convenience, in the description box below I have the playlist. I also have all of the channels and their links, so that way you can go and check them all out. Tons of amazing canning recipes for you to try. That's right, another low carb canning recipe. I eat low carb, but my family doesn't, which is just fine because this particular recipe is extremely versatile. You can always add things to it. You can add chili beans, you can put it over a hot dog and bun, you can put it over pasta. This would be a great base for a homemade like Hamburger Helper type dinner. So yeah, I'm really excited about getting this in jars and on the pantry shelf, especially for me. I'm going to be canning these in pint-sized jars so I can warm it up for lunch anytime I want to. My husband can take some to work if he wants to with sour cream and cheese and tortilla chips. So like I said, this is a very versatile recipe. So let's get started.
In a Dutch oven, I already have some bacon grease where I cooked some bacon earlier, and I'm just going to drop in 4 pounds of ground venison right down in there. Now, if you don't have venison, you can use ground beef, but I recommend using a lean ground beef. And I'm just gonna put it in there, we're gonna chop it up, and we're going to brown it. If you're using ground beef and you have a lot of fat in your pot, you might want to go ahead and just drain it off and maybe even rinse it. The leaner the meat is that you're using, the better this recipe will turn out. So to my meat, I am adding 2 cups of beef broth. Then I'm adding 2 14.5-ounce cans of diced tomatoes with the peppers in them. You don't have to use the ones with the peppers, you can just use diced tomatoes. Now we are adding a 29-ounce can of tomato sauce. And don't worry, I do have the recipe for you down in the description box below for your convenience. This recipe makes 10 pints. All right, so now we are adding our seasonings. You want to use about 4 tablespoons of chili powder. I just used whatever I had left. To that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cumin. We're going to add about a tablespoon of onion powder, about a tablespoon of garlic powder. We're going to add about a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of a good kosher salt. This is pink Himalayan sea salt. Now we're going to give that all a stir, and then I'm going to move it to the back eye and let it simmer for about 20 minutes while I get my canner and my jars ready. All right, now it's time to ladle this chili into our jars. Like I said, I am canning these in pint-sized jars, but you could totally do quart. This would probably give you about 5 quarts. And you just want to make sure that you leave 1 inch of headspace, of course. And then I do use my debubbler and kind of stir it around once I get it ladled in the jars. Now that all of my jars are filled, I'm just wiping the rims with a paper towel that's been dampened with some white distilled vinegar. And then the next step is to get your lids and bands on, and now we're going to get these into the canner. In my last canning video, I put my jars into a cold canner because I was working with cold ingredients. This time I'm working with hot ingredients, so my jars are going into a hot canner. And now we're ready to rock. Pints will process for 75 minutes. Quarts will process for 90 minutes. And afterward, here they are. They all sealed for me, and I am so excited to have these on the shelf.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check the description box below where I have the playlist as well as all of the channels and their links that are participating in this amazing collaboration. I want to thank every single one of you that have joined me in the kitchen. I hope that these recipes were very helpful for you and that you've tried them in your own home. That's all I've got for you guys today. Until next time, be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. Bye guys.